It's almost been a month since the October 7th attacks carried out by Hamas on Israel, and since then, thousands of Israelis and Palestinians have been killed due to the escalation of this long-standing conflict. Despite the war zone being thousands of miles away from the United States, we have already seen the consequences of war in all parts of the country on both sides.
We've increased security. So there were threats. We had a bomb threat about 3-4 weeks ago. And there were a number of congregations in Alabama who also received that threat.
We've recommended that all of the mosques in Montgomery actually have police at all prayers and services at this point. And we are in discussions, especially after the more recent incidents in Texas, of actually canceling a lot of the extracurriculars that we do right now.
Another aspect of this conflict that adds tension is the thousands of years of historical context and treatment of both the Jewish and Islamic people.
When Hamas went in and murdered 1,400 Israelis and kidnapped over 200 people, Jews can't help but have trauma reanimated for them.
Islamophobia and anti-Semitism are not new issues. What is relatively new in this conflict is the rapid spread of information through social media.
There's also so much false information out there. And the narrative is also, these bad, it's automatically a terrorist. They're bad, they're evil, they're animals, they're savage.
Looking at this conflict from thousands of miles away and no immediate connection, well, that's one thing. But for some Alabamians, this conflict hits close to home.
We have several community members that have lost up to 33 members of their family on fell swoop. We have others that have lost 19. And a lot of them do not have any form of communication right now with their families.
While there is, of course, plenty of anti-Semitism in the United States, Rabbi Looper wants to make sure that the hateful messages they receive are not a catalyst for Islamophobia.
Believe me, when people go crazy on the side of Jews and saying, we should just wipe out, the population, we should just get rid of them. Like, that is not an acceptable response either.
Simon Schuessler, Troy, TrojanVision News.